If you are below 1,000 subscribers, this video will show you how to get there in the next 30 days. Just like I did, growing this channel from 0 to over 1,000 subscribers in under 1 month. Or this channel that we hit 1,000 subscribers in only 1 video. Or even this one that we took from 0 to over 10,000 subscribers in the first 18 days. You see, there is a new way to grow small channels that's working right now for almost anyone who tries it. And once you understand it, you'll be able to finally break out of the small YouTuber prison and hit 1,000, 10,000, and eventually 100,000 subscribers. In the next 12 minutes, I'm going to show you that exact strategy step by step so that you can implement it and blow up your channel. Because I'm on a mission to help 1,000 YouTube channels hit over 100,000 subscribers completely for free. And this is the real information that is going to get you there. You see, right now your channel currently looks like this. And in order to grow fast, you need to raise each of these pillars up to this red line. Because YouTube growth works like this cup of water. If I pour a little bit of water into it, it just stays in the cup. But let's say I pour more. Eventually, the cup starts getting full and overflowing. And the more I pour, the more water spills out and goes all over the place. Your videos are the exact same. You see, this red line indicates the top of the cup. And if your videos don't get past this red line, they stay inside of your cup and are pushed out to only your existing subscribers and maybe a few new ones. But as soon as they go past that red line, they go absolutely everywhere, getting pushed out to hundreds of thousands of people who see them and click. Now, this really comes down to mastering the 4 pillars of YouTube. So let's take a look at the first one, which is ideation. To come up with better ideas, you need to find ideas that are in the top 5% of your niche. For example, there are 4 ways that you can post this video. And unfortunately, only one of them will actually perform. And this is really the difference between you getting like 100 views versus 1,000,000 views, is it all comes down to your ideation. The second pillar is packaging. So this is the first visual impression of the viewer. This is the first thing that someone sees when they come across your video, and it'll be the difference between them clicking or keeping scrolling. You need to show a single subject, a person, an object, or a product, ideally having some sort of facial expression or design that is going to grab the viewer. Then we have scripting. So this is really just how you sound like you're not absolutely full of shit. And to do this, it starts with the 4 characteristics of a good intro, which is confirm, curiosity, clarity, and character. So you want to let the viewers know that you're in the right place. You want to grow your channel, you're in the right video. Then you have your curiosity, where you want to spark intrigue without giving everything away. You know, most people miss this one step and it's costing them thousands of views. That's a great example of how I would do that for my channel. Then you want to give them clarity. So clearly state what's coming. So that could be, in this video, I'm going to show you X, Y, and Z. And we're going to go over step by step how you can do this thing. Then we have character. You want to show you. You want to show your energy, your humor, your style, all of it. And you could say something like, and don't worry, I'll keep this quick, no fluff, just what works. So that's telling someone that you are a straight up person and you're getting right to the point. Pillar 4 is your editing. And if you want to make your editing good, you need to show, not tell. So instead of just editing something basic, let's say I say, I'm going to show you how to cook a steak. Instead of showing a text animation that says, I'm going to show you how to cook a steak like this, you would much rather instead, when I say, I'm going to show you how to cook a steak, show the steak. And then you just want to have a big variety of visual elements that you're showing on your edit. So you want to have B-roll of yourself. You want to have animations. You want to have text animations. You want to have pictures. You want to have screenshots. You want to add little whiteboard sections. You want to add little overhead sections just like this. Now, the shortcut to these is hiring, but I did them all when I first started. And also, doing these all yourself when you start will teach you invaluable skills that will help you on YouTube for years. Especially when you start building a team, you'll be able to manage editors. You'll be able to manage script writers. You'll be able to manage thumbnail designers and tell them exactly what you want and what you know is going to work the best because you've done it yourself first. But there's actually a way to fast track your growth even farther by making 3 specific videos that blow up almost every single time you make them. And if you make these 3 videos next, I can almost guarantee that you'll hit 1,000 subscribers after posting them. Because simply, you'll be serving the YouTube algorithm videos that it is hungry to promote. You see, YouTube works on supply and demand. If certain videos are low in supply and high in demand, they go viral almost every single time. And the single most in-demand YouTube video that no one is making right now is challenge videos. A challenge video is a video where you try to do something and document the process. For example, trying cold showers for 30 days, running for 100 days, or building an online business for 7 days. In these videos, you are documenting you doing that thing, going through the ups and downs and telling the viewer how you are feeling. how it is affecting your life. And the key here is you're actually showing them what it looks like to do it in real time. If you make this video, it goes viral pretty much every single time in almost every niche. And if you're stuck below 1,000 subscribers, this video is the fastest way to hit that milestone. But there is another video that is necessary for small channels to have. It looks like this. You see, the big thing that keeps small channels stuck is that they look the same as everyone else. And that's simply because you haven't made a real and honest video telling your entire story. Story videos are simple 10 to 15 minute pieces of content that tell the viewer what you've done, what you're doing, and what you plan to do. It's very simple, and you can improve your channel today if you record it, upload it, and then put it as your channel trailer. Now, this will not only help you get more subscribers every time someone clicks on your profile, but it actually tends to get a lot of views on its own in the YouTube algorithm. But the final video that will guarantee you get 1,000 subscribers is even more powerful than the first two. And once you make it, YouTube will be like, yo, this person knows what they are doing. It is called a free course video. And all it is a 1 to 8 hour long video where you show people how to do something step by step. So let's say that you have a YouTube channel that teaches people how to make money. You could make a 1 hour long video about how to make money online in 2026. Then you walk them through step by step on how to go from a complete beginner to making their first $1,000 online and show them everything that they need to know in order to go out and actually get results. These videos are popping off right now, but this is just the start of YouTube. Now, I can tell you what videos to make, but if you want to keep growing after making these videos, you need to understand why they work. And I attribute literally one thing to why I've been able to grow all these YouTube channels. And I'm about to show it to you in the next 3 minutes. You either need to be new or better on YouTube. Because 99% of people, while they may be making very valuable content, unfortunately, their production are not above what other people are doing. And especially in the beginning, as you're learning, that's completely normal. But in order to actually stand out on YouTube, you either need to be better than the best people, which is objectively a little bit harder, or you need to be completely new, which for most new YouTubers is actually a really good option because it allows them to essentially shortcut all of their competition, go into an area where no one's really made content before and be the first one to do it. For example, this video by Daniel Dalen got 142,000 views, and it was one of his first videos that really blew up for him. And the reason why was because no one had ever done this POV kind of style of thumbnail before. No one had ever done this POV kind of title before. Now, this thumbnail is not objectively better than majority of the entrepreneur vlog thumbnails out on the market, but it is objectively new and no one had done it before. So it stood out on the homepage and it got a lot of people to click. But then we have somebody like Jamie Robbins who took that concept. He locked himself in a room for 1 year and changed his life where he was new. He got the initial batch of views, and then Jamie Robbins spent an entire year producing this video right here, where he literally locked himself in a room, made his first $1 million, and documented the entire process. Then made a slightly better thumbnail, a slightly cleaner, shorter, and more to the point title, and a much faster paced, better produced video. And he was able to take that new concept that worked, bring it over, and get a lot more views on it because he was better. So for most people, this might be a little bit harder to recreate, but if you can recreate this, then you will pass the test, because YouTube essentially works like this, where we are competing to get above this red line, right? With all of those 4 pillars that we talked about earlier, where, your ideas, your packaging, your scripting, and your editing needs to be above that red line. But 99% of people are stuck below it because they're simply copying what other people are doing. So for example, when I first started on YouTube, I fell into this exact same trap. I started making personal finance content, and I started just copying videos by my favorite creators. I really enjoyed that video that they made. I'm sure it'll probably do well for me as well. And that kept me stuck below this red line. And it wasn't until I understood this concept that you either need to be better than that person that you're modeling to get above this red line to capture all of those views, or you need to circumvent it completely and go into a completely new market where this red line doesn't even exist. So how do you actually do this? Well, you need to learn how to be new. So for example, right here, we have Daniel Dalen, and this is the first video, 902,000, that he did with this POV style. Now, this was a completely new style when it first happened. What he did was he took this and made it completely unique, right? No one had ever really done that before. This one right here by Brez Scales, The Only Decision, official trailer. No one had really done like a Netflix style trailer, and Brez was one of the first people to do that because he essentially saw an opportunity. He was like, yo, Netflix is working well, but no one's doing it on YouTube. Or this video right here with Iman Gaji, who is actually one of the first people to do this kind of shot, this overhead shot that you're watching right now. But the thing is that no one has ever done it in the YouTube growth niche. And so I am literally the first person to be doing this overhead paper pre-printed style of content. And that allows me to stand out against all the other people who are talking about YouTube growth because no one else has done it yet. So I have essentially taken this concept that was in a completely different niche that worked very well, bring it back to my own niche where it has never been done before. So that made me new. Or if I wanted to film a YouTube vlog, I could take this concept from Daniel Dalen, bring it back over to my niche and be completely new because no one in my space has ever done it before. So what you want to do is you want to look for concepts that are working very, very well outside of your own niche. That is the secret. Or you could look at traditional media, like for example, this video right here, which is essentially taken from reality TV. So this guy has a channel about how to trade stocks, right? And he thought, how can I take something from traditional media that's never been done on YouTube before and be the first one to do it? And so what he did is he looked at different reality TV shows, Survivor, Love Island, and then he took that onto YouTube and made his own reality TV show. And he was the first one to do that on YouTube, and it's doing very, very well for him. Now let's talk about how to be better. So it goes back to these 4 pillars of ideation, editing, scripting, and packaging. The key to being better is you need to look at what everyone else is doing inside of your niche. And that is what sets this red line right here. If everyone is spending 4 hours on their scripts and, everyone has a similar scripting structure that's working pretty well, that's where the red line is. If everybody has a pretty standard editing style, like maybe they have a few animations, maybe they just use a lot of B-roll, then that's where this line is set. Maybe that everyone has a similar kind of thumbnail style or does kind of the same ideas, that's where this line is set. So first thing you want to do is analyze your niche and see where the entire market is at. For example, when I first started this channel right here, I would spend about an hour per day coming up with video ideas. That is a lot of time if you're just looking on YouTube, writing down ideas. And that's one of the main reasons why I was able to blow up so fast, is because I just had better ideas. And it wasn't because I'm smarter or anything like that. It's simply just because I put more time in and I outcompeted everyone on time on the ideation side. If you do, that is how you get your cup to overflow and your video pushed out to millions of people. So now that you know how to get 1,000 subscribers, you need to learn how to 100x that and get that to 100,000. And that's why I put together a completely free YouTube course with over 6 hours of content showing you everything that you need to know in order to grow a YouTube channel in 2026. So watch this video right here where I'll show you what you'll learn, how to get access, and how you can use the information inside to blow up your channel in 2026. Thanks and have a great day.